Britton, thank you. We'll see you back here in just a few. Earlier today, State Senator Charles Perry paid a visit to the campus of Angelo State University. Perry fielded questions ahead of next week's election, and water and access to it was also a major topic of conversation. Fox West Texas's Ethan Purcell reports.
Hundreds of Texans filed into Angelo State's C.J. Davidson Center for State Senator Charles Perry's town hall, discussing the proposed constitutional amendments, as well as a few other topics not on the upcoming ballot.
I was mainly interested in the electrical power lines that are going to traverse across the state. We have some concerns because it's going to come through our property, so I wanted to make sure that I understood some of the dynamics as to why this was being constructed and for what purpose.
And while the senator said all topics and props discussed are important, there was one major issue that dominated the conversation: the state's water supply.
You have to have water to live and survive. So water in Texas is not a guarantee. It's not a guaranteed commodity under our system for everybody. I've made it my passion to make sure no Texan goes without the water they need. It's just that kind of an issue for me.
With that in mind, Perry is pushing for the passage of Proposition 4. It's based off legislation he wrote and would take $1 billion a year from a growth in state sales tax and put it in a Texas water fund to be used in various water projects across the state, ensuring supply meets demand as Texas's population continues to grow. Critics of the prop say funding water supply and infrastructure through a constitutionally dedicated revenue stream is unnecessary, and the money should instead be focused on property tax relief. But Perry argues the two issues are related.
I'd say it this way: I can lower your property taxes immediately the day you run out of water. Property taxes are not the state issue, and there's no way to fix it from the state level. But local property taxes are just that, local.
Pointing to what he says is the real problem: unengaged voters at the local level, where issues like property tax rates are handled.
And when something's not working the way they do, they look to somebody at the next level, the state, to fix a local problem. But I will go back to, you got to have water. If you want your property taxes to go down in an area, lose the water. If you don't start working on water today, if you need it 20 years from now, you definitely are going to see a property tax decline, because there's not going to be a tax base there, because they can't live there because there's no water.
And while he's sure the prop will pass, if it doesn't, he says the results could be devastating for the few areas who've run out of water and options. He also says it's taken over 10 years to get the plan just right, but now's the time. And Polanis, who has a background in water management in Sutton County, couldn't agree more.
Because we're running out of water, we're going to have to rethink using water. Like he said, surface water is just not there right now, and groundwater is being used up.
Texas voters will have the final say on Prop 4, as well as 16 other constitutional amendments, on Election Day, November 4th. In San Angelo, Ethan Purcell, Fox West Texas.